I was born in Manhattan, New York, Jewish Memorial Hospital, and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. But I've been in California since 1974, so I guess this will be my home. I've been in Pasadena, well, Altadena from 1978 when I bought my first home. And then I moved to Old Town in 2010. So I've been up in the Pasadena, Altadena area since 1978, and all of my children went through the school systems here in Pasadena, Altadena. Well, since I'm retired, I really am working my passion, and every day I work up in heaven. You know, I share S.M.I.L.E. I'm the SmileLady.org, and I support, motivate, invest, love, and educate our youth, bridging the gap between the elders and the youth. And if you say, what is a smile? It's I try to bring out the gift of our children so they can leave this place better than they found it. Because everybody was born with a gift and a purpose, and that is their personal smile. Well, in 1992, I believe, when the Rodney King incident came up, and it was saying that everybody had something to share and to give back, I thought, wow, you know, raised the way I was in Cleveland, in the projects, in the ghetto, it was, what did I want at that time? And there was nobody really there. My mother was a single parent, 29 years old, raising 5 of her own children and my cousin, 6 children. And it was so much missing, and I believe the arts was what kept me alive. You know, I would, you know, do different things in the neighborhood and talent shows. So I said, you know what? That's needed for people to tap into what the children's gift is instead of educating them to the test, because there's 9 forms of intelligence, and that's what happened. SMILE wasn't an acronym at the time until my daughter, Lena, she wrote a award-winning essay that incorporated SMILE as support, motivate, invest, love, and educate. It was published in the Pasadena Journal in 1993, and it was really amazing. So that's when it started, but it really didn't kick off into the schools until 2002, you know, and I was working it in the schools and the churches before that. And a child said, we need this in our school, Miss Smile. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I started at Rose City High School to Cleveland Elementary, and the rest is history. Oh my gosh. I know I'm gonna probably die doing this, working or mentoring somebody, working with the kids. I remember when I was younger, I used to say, I heard this word called philanthropist. I didn't even know how to spell it, but I just knew it was something giving, and I looked it up and I said, wow, that's what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a philanthropist. Not knowing you have to have money and stuff like that and blah, 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 but still to this day, I believe you could be a philanthropist, giving your time, giving your money, whatever. That is my whole thing in this world, is to do that. And it's hard for me to ask for money, because I believe that when you have this gift, it's to share. So my hard thing is keeping it up without money, especially now that I'm retired, you know. So that's what's keeping me alive, really, basically. Oh, my TV show. I've been a producer of TV show S.M.I.L.E. and Spread a Little Joy since 2002. And basically the show started out having the youth on that went through the SMILE program, or youth on that wanted to display their talents and they were trying to be famous. And I said, you're already famous, and I would bring them on so they could share their talents. And that was when Pasadena Media was Pasadena Community Access over on Woodbury and Marengo, or Los Robles. And so what happened was, it just kind of blew up. I really didn't like TV at the time. I love theater. I love memory work. I believe that's really important. But this digital generation, kids born 1980 after, digital natives, they want that social media. They want to see themselves. They want that instant gratification. So I fell in love with it. Then when we moved to the new studio, it was kind of hard for the children to get there. And I started interviewing mainly adults that had a smile. Basically, everybody has a smile, and I believe the children need to see adults and mentors that are actively working their smile and leaving this place better. So my guests are only people who have a smile to share, period. And I believe everybody does. They haven't tapped into it. And my guests can range from 2 to 102. As a matter of fact, I just interviewed Mother Corey Harris of Pasadena. She'll be 106 years old this year, November 18th. I believe it should be a Pasadena holiday, you know, when she makes 106. But basically, that's what I do. And she's been sharing her smile for years, since 1936 in Pasadena. United Economic Development Fund, this community center that they've established, they have a UEDF TV, which will probably kick off in full force by June of 2016. But they brought me on board as the TV production director, where I just look at the quality of the programs, make sure that every program through here gets publicity to bring people out to this community center, which is for all people. You know, everybody in the Altadena community, there's never been anything like this in Altadena. You know, since 78, I've been here since 1978. So it'd be really good to have this and to involve the community in this TV production center. Oh, future plans. I'm living in my heaven and I'm living in my future. I think when you're working your purpose, you are just in heaven. If you're not working your purpose, what is your purpose? If you don't know your purpose, it's never too late to find out. What you need to ask yourself is, what is it you love doing so much you would do it even if you did not get paid? Now the goal is to get paid and to maintain a living to do that, but even if you didn't, it would keep your soul and your spirit alive. Even if you had to work a job, which is just over broke for somebody else, keep your passion alive. So that's my future. I'll be doing what I do in one phase of another, helping youth tap into their purpose until they're throwing dirt over me or sprinkling my ashes in Africa. Oh, I believe it is so important for us to mentor Black women. And I believe my generation has let the women down. I believe we're afraid of them, afraid of what will be thought of them. Some of us trying to be as young as the young women, and they're forgetting about all of that, saying 60 is the new 40 and 80 is the new 60. No, we still, even if that is true as far as physical beauty, we still need to impart our wisdom to the young women. And I truly believe this, that a woman can raise a boy, but they cannot teach him how to be a man. So we have to prepare our queens for that king and get more men to teach these kings to look for a queen, somebody worthy.
Go.
Well, I know if you want to follow me, and I love that. See the kids, that is our future. I just love that. But, you know, www.smilelady.org. And now my children have got me on Facebook under Smile Lady and YouTube under Debra, Smile Lady Johnson. And so I'm trying to use all of it, even Instagram. My nickname is Skunk, so it's Smile Skunk. And that's a whole other story, how that name was given to me in 1989, Skunk. And if you look up a skunk, it's really phenomenal. On the reason I'm honored to be called Skunk by my Aunt Hattie, may she rest in peace. She gave that to me, and I thought it was an insult at first, but I love it now. Not too many people are called Skunk.